Hello everyone, you are welcome back to BMS channel. The northern Nigerians are not really taking things serious again with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They have vowed that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to be OTP, what we call one-term president. Now, the tax bill has raised a lot of dust on the internet, even to an extent that the governors of the northern states are telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to withdraw that bill. But it seems President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is still adamant in that case. But before we go further in this video, I want to ask you a question. What do you think about the tax bill? Do you feel that the tax bill should be implemented, or President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should withhold everything that has to do with that bill? Let us hear your view on the comment section. Meanwhile, a lot of Nigerians have reacted so many ways concerning that bill. Some persons are in support of it and some persons are against it. Before we go further in dropping the views of Nigerians over that tax bill, let me quickly show you this video of an APC chieftain who has swear that he will never support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027.
Do you still stand with President Tinubu? Because you complained about President Tinubu giving appointments to people who did not work for him, and you as chairman of the media support group for Tinubu, you expressed a lot of anger. Are you going to support him in 2027?
Yes,
So are you going to support him in 2027?
Not at all.
How?
Not.
Are you leaving the party?
Unless
are you leaving the
unless
APC?
he retraces. I am not. Does the party belong to President Tinubu? We all form the party. What's the meaning of that? I will only support him in 2027 if he retraces his footsteps, if he respects our party members, if he stops this bizarre behavior of insulting all of us in the party by giving appointments to people who insulted us, people who called him a drug baron, a drug dealer. I mean, can you imagine that, Ruben? You're a lawyer. Somebody without evidence, no shred of evidence. Even if Bola Tinubu was not a president, if he was just, let's say, a truck pusher, you ought not to call him a drug dealer without evidence. This is a prominent individual. Then somebody keeps calling him a drug baron, a drug dealer without evidence. This is the same person that President Tinubu gives appointment to. What an insult. What is the president trying to say? He's trying to justify the statement the person made. Then we were all defending you. I mean, what an insult. So if Mr. President continues on this trajectory of disrespecting our party members, treating us as if we are beggars, in fact, the narrative is just cool down. Your appointment is coming. Appointment my foot. Who told you I need appointment from you? Did I come to? Have you ever seen me in Ashiwaju's house begging me in for anything? Don't disrespect us. We are citizens. We are politicians. We made you president. Respect us in this party, for God's sake. I don't bring this.
Okay.
What is the point in appointing Daniel Bala for this? I'm coming, Dr. Abati. Go on.
Okay, no, go ahead. You know, I was just going to ask you. When you say, what is the point? What's the logic in
if he retraces what's the logic in appointing Daniel Bala? I don't see the logic in it, other than Mr. President is telling all of us, his supporters, that to hell with you, I don't give a toss what you think. Well, in 2027, we tell him we don't give a toss what he thinks. That's it. Two can play that game. Go on, doctor.
But he has many people who are supporting him. You know, maybe one person saying no probably wouldn't matter. But, you know, the Tinubu factor.
You will be dumbfounded, Dr. Abati. You will be dumbfounded. People, you cannot imagine how many people who are supporters of our party who have called me to commend me, that all they were waiting for was just for somebody to be bold enough to say the truth to Achiwaju. Then he behaves as if he has no regard for his supporters. Who told him that it is spirit of Eminoko that made him president? It's God that made you president. Through us.
I just finished a conversation with Senator Oji Uzor Kalu. and he was talking about unity, national integration, that President Tinubu should be the president of everybody, not president of the APC alone, not president of the Lagos crowd, not president of the Yoruba. But here you are saying that he should be the president of the APC by giving opportunities only to people within your party.
I refute that. In our party supporters cut across the country. We have supporters from the Niger Delta. We have supporters from the Southeast. We have supporters from Yoruba land. We have supporters from the Middle Belt. We have supporters from the Northeast. We have supporters from the Northwest.
Okay.
So far, Asiwaju has made it. Let me finish, please, Ruben. So far, Asiwaju has given us the impression that he has only regard for only Lagos people. And most of us consider that to be an insult. You know? And then this, when he keeps insulting those of us, his core supporters, by ignoring our authentic supporters, and then giving appointments to all kinds of people that I don't know what his calculations are. Strategy? No. In fact, that is the antithesis of strategy, as far as I'm concerned. Well, it's not strategy.
Except that it's his prerogative to appoint or, fire whoever he wishes, as he chooses.
Yes, and it is our prerogative. It is also, excuse me, Dr. Abati, it is also our prerogative to hire and fire a president. And if he continues like this, we fire him in 2027.
Now, everyone is crying about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, both those who supported him and those who did not. Guys, listen to this man, what he has to say about the tax bill. And let's hear your view on the comment section.
First and foremost, the attack by the Northern Youth Assembly is uncalled for because the Deputy Senate President, going by the function and the duties of the Senate President, have to deputize on behalf of the Senate President. And the Deputy Senate President, who was a chairman of the Committee of the Whole and who presided over the proceedings when the bill was passed for second reading, is doing his duties as a Deputy Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So some of these youth were misinformed, and all the attacks, blackmail, mischief-making is politically motivated against the Deputy Senate President. That is my own stand on that aspect. There's no issue of insensitivity against the northern region. So on the issue of the Nigerian tax reform bills, these bills are 4 bills which have been transmitted to the National Assembly for deliberation by the executive arms of government. That is the Nigeria Revenue Joint Vote, Nigeria Tax Administration Establishment Bill, Nigeria Tax Bill, and also Nigeria Tax Administration Bills. All these reforms have been transmitted to the National Assembly for deliberation. All these controversies are avoidable if are being carefully handled. This Northern Governors Forum rejected the new tax reform bills. National Economic Council, which is the composition of the state governors from the northern and the southern extraction, rejected the tax reform bills. Traditional rulers and even northern democratic leagues and other Islamic clerics. But the most important aspect is for a wider consultation. Most of these governors who have been trying to reject or have rejected the new tax reform bills have not deeply go into the details of the bills. The tax administration bill and the tax reform bill, if they have gone deeply on it, the governors will not be crying foul and not be complaining loudly. These governors who are saying that it will increase the hardship, the governors are responsible for the economic failure, insecurity, chronic unemployment, acute poverty, and educational backwardness in the northern region. The northern leaders of today are not compared. You cannot compare them with the northern leaders of yesterday. If you look at the legacies of the late Ahmadu Bello Sardauna of Sokoto, he left a very important economic, social legacies. Today, they are nowhere to be found in the northern Nigeria. Arewa Textile, Bank of the North, New Nigerian Newspaper, Northern Nigeria Development Corporation, and many economic enterprise. Kaduna Refinery is not working. When the Mr. President also withdrew the police subsidy, which of the governors in the northern region have complained loudly or cried foul? When the electricity tariff have been increased, which of the governors have cried loudly or complained loudly that the other segment of the country is subsidizing the northern extraction? So these leaders of today are power drunk, and they are intoxicated by politics, and they only want this money to be allocated to them from the federation account for personal enrichment, not for development of the northern region.
All right. Okay.
So the issue of the tax bill, if you look at, there is good and bad, ugly section of the bill.
Okay.
It has advantage and disadvantage.